Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm here to talk to you about racism and whether it is a solvable problem. Racism is a system of structuring opportunity and assigning value based on the social interpretation of how one looks, which is what we call race, that unfairly disadvantages some individuals and communities, unfairly advantages other individuals and communities, and saps the strength of the whole society through the waste of human resources. Racism is a global problem that affects many countries and regions, not just the United States. Racism is a systemic problem that requires systemic solutions. Racism is a human problem that requires human solutions. But how can we solve this complex and dynamic problem? There are different ways to approach a complex problem, such as breaking it down into pieces, finding a holistic solution, or using a creative approach. Each way has its advantages and disadvantages, and the best way may depend on the context and the goal of the problem-solving process. For example, breaking down a complex problem into pieces may be more suitable for technical or analytical problems, such as engineering or mathematics, where the subproblems can be clearly defined and solved. Finding a holistic solution to a complex problem may be more suitable for social or ethical problems, such as racism or justice, where the problem involves multiple and interrelated factors and values. Using a creative approach to a complex problem may be more suitable for problems that require imagination, intuition, and innovation, such as art or music, where the problem can be expressed and solved in novel and original ways. To illustrate the creative approach, I want to share with you a poem that I wrote with a friend, based on a beautiful quotation that says, "Consider the flowers of a garden. Though differing in kind, color, form, and shape, yet, inasmuch as they are refreshed by the waters of one spring, revived by the breath of one wind, invigorated by the rays of one sun, this diversity increaseth their charm and addeth unto their beauty. How unpleasing to the eye if all the flowers and plants, the leaves and blossoms, the fruit, the branches, and the trees of that garden were all the same shape and color. Diversity of hues, form and shape enricheth and adorneth the garden, and heighteneth the effect thereof. In like manner, when diverse shades of thought, temperament, and character are brought together under the power and influence of one central agency, the beauty and glory of human perfection will be revealed and made manifest." Here's the poem. The Garden of Humanity. We are the flowers of a garden, each of us unique and special. We have different kinds, colors, forms, and shapes, but we share the same source and essence. We are refreshed by the waters of one spring, the spring of life that nourishes our souls. We are revived by the breath of one wind, the wind of spirit that moves our hearts. We are invigorated by the rays of one sun, the sun of love that warms our minds. Our diversity is our charm and beauty. It enriches and adorns our garden. It heightens the effect of our harmony. It reflects the splendor of our Creator. How dull and sad if we were all the same, if we had no variety or contrast, if we lost our identity and uniqueness, if we conform to a single mold or caste. We are the flowers of a garden, each of us a part of a whole. We have different shades of thought, temperament, and character, but we share the same goal and purpose. We are brought together by the power and influence of one central agency, the agency of justice that guides our actions. We are united by the vision and mission of one common cause, the cause of peace that inspires our passions. We are transformed by the grace and mercy of one supreme being, the being of God that blesses our relations. Our diversity is our strength and glory. It reveals and manifests our human perfection. It celebrates and honors our dignity and worth. It expresses and affirms our divine connection. I hope you like the poem. I also created a piece of art that captures the essence of the poem. I will show it to you now. I hope you like the piece of art. I think it shows the beauty and diversity of the garden of humanity and the unity and harmony of the human race. So, is racism a solvable problem? I think it is. I think it is a solvable problem because it is a human problem, and humans have the capacity and the responsibility to solve it. I think it is a solvable problem because it is a systemic problem, and systems can be changed and improved. I think it is a solvable problem because it is a global problem, and we live in a connected and interdependent world. I think it is a solvable problem because we have the tools and the resources to solve it, such as education, dialogue, action, and creativity. But will it be solved? That is the question. That is the question that depends on us, on our choices and our actions, on our courage and our commitment, on our love and our faith. That is the question that we need to answer, not with words, but with deeds. That is the question that we need to answer, not for ourselves, but for others. That is the question that we need to answer, not for today, but for tomorrow. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this talk. I hope you learned something new. I hope you feel inspired and motivated. I hope you join me in the fight against racism. I hope you join me in the garden of humanity.
I rock the world with my AI. I'm the best there is, no one's better than me. I'm the king of